Alright, so hey guys, so in today's video, I am going to need to rehouse my Pleblin's milk snake. You can see her just there. This shoebox is the enclosure I received her in. And she's been in here for a while, but she's outgrown it. And she's been outgrown for a while, and I've been meaning to get her a new enclosure. And I've been trying to order from my local pet store, but they weren't able to because they need a minimum of $200 to make the order, and they didn't have enough stuff at the time, so they weren't able to get the order. So I had to just get it to a different place. So right here is her current enclosure, and then here's the new one I'm going to be putting in. So you can see he's going to have more than double the space. Well, this is the Exoterra faunarium, the large. So it has holes already in it on both sides, and then also on the lid. And then let me show you right here, it can separate. There's two little slots, and you can separate it. I will not be needing that, but that's real handy. And then the lid, it has two different holes in it, so it should work really nice. So let me start setting this up. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure it's all nice and clean. I doubt there's going to be any problems with it, but I'm going to be using this. This is ZooMed's Wipeout. It's made to clean terrariums for animals cares. The one thing you gotta make sure with this is you can't use it while an animal's in there, only when it's out. So I might as well do this while she's not in here. So I'm just gonna get a nice spraying everywhere, and then I'm gonna have to wait about 5 minutes and then wipe it down with water, and then it should be good. Alright, see you guys when I'm done with that. Alright, so now I have the new tank all disinfected and all dried out. So now let me add in some substrate. Alright, the substrate that I've been using for her is ZooMed's ReptiChips. It's pretty good for colubrids, especially ones that like burrowing. So far it's been holding up good with her. Probably eventually I'll change it to something else, but for now it works. Alright, so I'm just gonna dump that in. Alright, so there we go. Now the new tank is all filled with substrate, and like I said, it holds up pretty good. I may give her a little bit too much, but she'll definitely need it when she gets bigger. So now let me add in her hide and her water dish. Alright, so I'm going to be using this new hide that I bought for her. It's larger than her old one, so it should be good for her. And then I'm going to just kind of sprinkle around the back, just so it's all secure around there. Alright, and then I have her old water dish. I'll put that there. And that's been cleaned out, so now let me pour some water in there. Alright, so there we go. So now we should be ready to move her in. Alright, so now it's time to remove her. It should be pretty simple. She's not an aggressive snake at all. We'll get a shot of her colors. Yeah, her color's been growing really nice on her since I had her. Again, she won't bite. She is pretty squirmy, and she might poop on me, but yeah, should be nice and easy. And straight into the hide she goes. But yeah, she'll definitely have a lot more room in here to dig around and hide out. So now let me put on the lid, and then I have a tarantula I also need to rehouse. Alright, so here's the tarantula I will be rehousing. This is my A geniculata. or the Brazilian giant whitening. I featured her in the last couple videos. If you guys seen those, she's still doing just fine. But as you can tell, she needs to be rehoused big time. She's probably getting close to maybe 5 inches from her last molt. She was 4. But yeah, I'll put some substrate in the new enclosure, and then I want to talk about it because it's a pretty neat enclosure. Alright, so first off is the substrate, and what this is just normal eco earth. That's normally pretty good substrate for your tarantulas. That's what I mainly use for mine. It works real well, not a lot of mold, and holds the humidity well. So that should be good enough for her. And then let me get the... Alright, so now that I added the substrate in there, before I add in the hide, I'm going to tell you guys about this enclosure real quick. So, it has ventilation holes all around on the side, on both sides. Not in the front or the back or the top. And also one thing let me mention before, this is kind of based on the European style of tarantula enclosure. If you guys seen those before, or if you watch one of the YouTubers, or if you live there. So this is basically the version of it. So I was glad to find it here in America. So it has the front lid on it like the normal one, so you can feed in water. And then it has plenty of snaps on it. And I can't show you now that I have substrate in there, but I'll kind of move it out. But you see those little 2 notches? What those are for is when you order these, it comes with a water bowl to fit in there. So these, they will go right in between the 2 of those, as you can see. And then that will hold it in place so it won't be knocked out. But this is too big for her, so I won't be using it. I'll be using a bottle cap. And also one thing is, this is the extra small. I wanted to try out the smallest just to see how good these were, and so far I'm real happy with it. The lock, it looks like it'll stay on well, and it comes off pretty easily. But these come in all different sizes, like medium and large and extra tall. And some of those I'm probably going to need too, so I'll probably show you guys those too. And then let me show you one more thing on the lid. Is it has these on all 4 corners. And what those are for is to stack another same size enclosure on top of it. So if you do drill in your own ventilation holes, then you can stack another enclosure on top of it, and it won't mess up the ventilation. So yeah, so far I'm real happy with this enclosure. So now let me put in the hide. Alright, so now I have her hide and her water dish in there. The hide, it might be a little too small for her, but this species, they very rarely use their hides at all. So I'll see if she uses it at all. And then there's just a couple more things I'm going to add in, and then we should be ready to rehouse her. Alright, so now we should be able to move her in. I forgot in her new enclosure to add in some sphagnum moss. That would be mainly for the humidity, but also to give her some anchor points. So I have her old enclosure right here. So I plan on doing just moving her up along the side and into the new one. And I'll just be using a stick, just because these guys are very hungry. So she'll probably strike at it, and I don't want her to strike at metal tongs and hurt her fangs. So I'm going to be using this. Alright, so let's see how it goes. Like I said, striking at always hungry. So let me move that fake plant out of the way. Reposition her cage. Yeah, these are one of my favorite species just because they're so stubborn and they're always out and always eating. Oh girl, don't start kicking some hairs. Come on, just go over. Oh, don't kick some hairs. There you go. Going into a new enclosure. There we go. Alright, so that should be nice for her. You can see the hairs all in the air. I hate now she has a bald spot. I don't like having bald spots in my tarantulas. But yeah, she should definitely be good in here, and I'll probably do a feeding video on her soon because she'll probably be ready to eat in no time. So this should be the end of the video. One quick thing I do want to mention is the last couple of weeks I've been planning a new way for me to get in a lot more tarantulas and some other animals. Oh, she's trying to climb out again. It's not, well, we are definitely going to try to do it. We're going to be building it ourselves. So that should hopefully happen in the next few weeks, and I'll keep you guys updated on it. And hopefully if it all goes well, it should really make my collection a lot better and a lot better quality. So if you guys can guess what it will be. But yeah, still not a lot, not really anything to show you guys yet, but hopefully in the future there will be. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like and comment something. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. I post every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. I have an Instagram account for my animals. I'll leave that down in the description along with the links to both of the cages. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.